Have you ever thought that only major breakdowns can send your car to the scrapyard? The truth is, over 70% of repair costs come from small habits and carelessness while driving. Revving the engine when it's still cold, letting the fuel tank drop to the red line, or leaving your car baking in the sun. All these quietly shorten your engine's life and drain your wallet. In this video, I'll share 23 smart driving tips, from easy at-home fixes to emergency situations, that can save you thousands in repairs, keep you safe, and extend your car's life by multiples. Like and subscribe to the channel if this video helps you. 23. Tire pressure. Summer is different from winter. Most drivers know the tire pressure listed on the car door, but few realize it's meant for standard conditions, typically summer. In winter, cold temperatures cause tire pressure to drop faster. For every 10 degrees Celsius, about 5 to 6 degrees can temperature drop, tire pressure decreases by roughly 0.1 psi. If you stick to summer settings, underinflated tires waste fuel, wear unevenly, and can even cause loss of control on slick roads. Expert advice: add 3.5 psi in cold weather. This small adjustment saves up to 3% on fuel and extends tire life by thousands of miles. 22. Fuel up the right way. Avoid foaming. Many people squeeze the pump trigger hard to fill up faster, but pumping fuel too quickly creates foam, like shaking a soda bottle. Foamy fuel reduces the actual amount that reaches the tank and puts stress on the fuel filter and pump, which can damage the evap system over time, costing tens to hundreds of dollars to fix. A smarter way is to fill in stages. Pump to a quarter tank, pause for a few seconds to let the fuel settle, then continue to half, and finally full. This takes a couple of extra minutes, but ensures you get about 1 extra gallon of usable fuel and keeps the fuel system healthier. 21. Thermal cascade to cool the cabin fast. Stepping into a car on a hot summer day, with cabin temperatures hitting 160 degrees at 70 biscargs, is brutal. Many crank the AC to max right away, but that just blasts hot air in your face. Instead, try the thermal cascade trick. First, lower all passenger side windows. Then, open and close the driver's door 5 to 6 times to create airflow that pushes hot air out. Next, start the AC on its coldest setting, but turn off recirculation, letting fresh outside air come in and push hot air upward. Aim the vents toward the floor, not your face, since heat rises. Once the cabin cools, raise the windows, turn on recirculation, and let the cool air cycle. With these steps, you can cool the cabin twice as fast as the usual method. 20. Crack the window to prevent a scalding steering wheel. Research shows a dark steering wheel can reach 194 degrees Celsius, 99 degrees, after just an hour in the sun. That's hot enough to burn skin in seconds. A simple trick many drivers overlook: crack the windows about 1 to 2 cm. This small gap lets hot air escape and creates airflow, reducing overall cabin heat by up to 30%. The steering wheel, seats, and dashboard stay much cooler. If you're worried about security in a parking lot, pair this with a windshield sunshade. It costs just a few bucks, but saves you from the hand roasting feeling when you get in. Plus, constant heat ages the steering wheel's leather faster. Keeping the cabin cooler also protects your interior for the long haul. Comment 1 and like this video, and I'll reveal something even more shocking. 19. Spray cooking oil on door seals to prevent freezing. In winter, the worst hassle isn't snowfall, it's tugging at a car door that won't budge. Overnight moisture turns into ice, gluing rubber seals and locks shut. A quick fix is pouring warm water, but that risks cracking glass or refreezing right after. A smarter solution is prevention. Grab a can of cooking spray or oil from your kitchen. Lightly mist the rubber seals around the door, and wipe off any excess. The thin oil layer repels water, stopping ice from sticking. Each application takes just minutes, but lasts 3 to 4 weeks, saving you from wrestling with frozen doors on chilly mornings. 18. Hand sanitizer to unlock frozen handles. Ever struggled to get your key into a frozen lock or open a stiff, iced-up door handle? Instead of panicking and grabbing hot water, which can crack glass, use something you likely have in your bag: alcohol-based hand sanitizer. The alcohol evaporates quickly and melts ice in seconds. Simply rub a bit of sanitizer on the key, gently insert it into the lock, and smear some on the handle. After a few tries, the ice melts, and the lock works normally. It's cheap, convenient, safe, and won't harm your car's paint. On sub-zero days, this trick can save you from being stranded in an empty parking lot. 17. Prevent foggy windows with a potato. On cold winter mornings, your car's AC might not stop the windows from fogging up, and wiping just makes them streakier. Here's a secret weapon: a potato. Cut a potato in half, rub the cut side on the glass, then wipe it dry. The thin starch layer creates a clear barrier that stops water vapor from condensing, keeping windows clear for weeks. This trick was used by World War II pilots to defog cockpit glass. It's natural, non-toxic, cheap, and effective. If the smell bothers you, wipe with a damp cloth after the starch dries. The effect stays. This is one of the most overlooked, budget-friendly ways to keep windows fog-free. 16. The fuel gauge arrow. Ever rented a car and fumbled to figure out which side the fuel cap is on, awkwardly repositioning at the pump? The answer is right in front of you. On the dashboard's fuel gauge, next to the gas pump icon, there's a small arrow. It points to the side where the fuel cap is. For older cars without an arrow, check the pump handle in the icon. It's on the same side as the cap. Noticing this tiny detail saves you a few minutes each fill-up and avoids the awkward dance of circling the car at the station. It's a simple trick that makes you look like a car pro. 15. Nail polish for minor paint scratches. A tiny scratch on your car's body, even as thin as a hair, can sting when you think of repainting costs. But if it hasn't reached the metal, you can fix it at home with nail polish. The trick is picking a color that closely matches your car's paint. Clean the scratch with diluted soap, let it dry, then apply a thin layer of nail polish, spreading it evenly. Once dry, it hides the scratch and seals it against rust. It costs just a few bucks, compared to thousands for repainting a panel. This is a smart way to keep your car looking sharp without breaking the bank. 14. Clear nail polish for temporary windshield chip fixes. A small rock chip on your windshield can quickly spread into a long crack if ignored. Replacing a windshield costs thousands, but you can buy time with clear nail polish. Clean the chip, apply a thin layer of clear polish to cover it, and let it dry naturally. The nitrocellulose in the polish forms a protective film, blocking dust and moisture to slow crack growth. It's not a substitute for professional film patches or glass replacement, but it's a highly effective temporary fix, giving you time to plan a shop visit. If you learned something new today, please comment too. 13. Pool noodle wall guards for the garage. After a long day, many drivers rush to open their car door in the garage, only to bang it into the wall, causing dents or chipped paint. A cheap and simple fix is a pool noodle. Cut it in half lengthwise, then screw or glue it to the wall where the door usually hits. The soft foam absorbs impact, protecting both the door and the wall from unwanted marks. It costs just a few bucks, but saves thousands in repair bills. This is a small but mighty trick for tight garages. 12. Hang a tennis ball in the garage. Parking in a tight garage can be a mental puzzle, where a few centimeters off could mean hitting the wall or leaving the car sticking out. A tennis ball hung in the right spot solves this perfectly. Tie a ball to a string and hang it from the ceiling so it just touches the windshield or your chosen spot when the car is parked correctly. Each time you pull into the garage, stop when the ball touches the glass. No risk of overshooting. This trick is especially handy at night with limited light. For just a few bucks, a tennis ball becomes your precision parking guide, eliminating the chance of a dented bumper or cracked wall. 11 Polish headlights with toothpaste. One reason headlights lose up to 30% of their brightness is the plastic lens getting cloudy over time. Sun, dirt, and moisture turn the surface yellow, weakening the beam, which is especially dangerous at night or in rain. But you don't need to spend hundreds on new headlights. With a tube of toothpaste and a damp cloth, you can restore significant clarity. Apply toothpaste to the lens, rub in circular motions for a few minutes, then rinse and dry. The mild abrasives in toothpaste remove the hazy layer, making headlights shine brighter. Repeat every few months to save big while ensuring safer driving. 10. Line cup holders with silicone cupcake molds. Hot coffee or fizzy soda often dirties car cup holders or spills, leaving you scrubbing the interior. A cheap, effective fix is silicone cupcake molds. Place them in the cup holders to hold drinks securely and catch spills or food crumbs. When dirty, just pop them out, wash, and reuse. No need to clean the whole console. Silicone is heat resistant, so it won't warp under hot coffee. A set costs just a few bucks, but keeps your interior clean and tidy. This small hack brings lasting convenience, especially for those who often drink or snack in the car. 9. Citrus essential oil for alertness. Drowsiness while driving is a top cause of serious accidents. Many rely on coffee, but it takes 15 to 30 minutes to kick in. A quicker fix is citrus essential oil, like orange or lemon. Dab a few drops on a tissue or cotton pad and place it near an AC vent. The fresh scent stimulates your nervous system, instantly boosting alertness. No oil? Peel an orange or lemon. The rind smell works too. Long-haul drivers love this natural trick, as it avoids caffeine's side effects. This alertness boost could be the difference in reacting fast enough on the road. 8. Reset the ECU when the car acts off. Sometimes your car runs rough, idles oddly, or shows a warning light, but no specific damage is found. The cause is often the ECU, the car's electronic brain, getting confused by data. A simple fix is resetting the ECU. You can use an OBD2 scanner to clear codes or disconnect the negative battery terminal and press the brake for a few seconds to drain residual power. Then restart, and the ECU relearns from scratch, adjusting to the engine's actual state. This can stop shaking, improve throttle response, and clear error lights. While it doesn't replace fixing real damage, an ECU reset is a smart first step before rushing to an expensive shop visit. 7. Check tire tread with a coin. Many drivers rely on feel to judge tire condition, but tread wears out more subtly than you think. All you need is a coin to check. In the US, use a penny. Insert it into the tread with Abraham Lincoln's head upside down. If you see his entire head, the tread is below 232 inch, it's time to replace. For extra certainty, use a quarter. If Washington's full head shows, the tire isn't safe. This quick free test stops shops from pushing premature tire replacements. A new set costs $400 to over $1,000, so only invest when truly needed. Regular checks also ensure optimal grip, reducing skids and rain. 6. Test oil with paper. Ever wondered how old your engine oil really is? You don't need a lab, just a piece of white paper or tissue. While the engine is warm, pull the dipstick, drip a few drops onto the paper, and let it sit for a few hours. Then check. If the oil spreads evenly with a clear, light color, it's still good. If the center is dark, gritty, or has tiny metal specks, the oil's degraded and needs changing. This simple, effective trick prevents changing oil too early, wasting money, or too late, wearing the engine. A single mistimed change may not show immediate damage, but over time, it can lead to worn bearings, overheating, or even turbo failure. A few drops on paper help you protect an engine worth thousands. 5. Shift override, button for a dead battery. Imagine this. You're leaving the store, but your car's battery is dead. You need to move it out of the way, but the gear shift is stuck in park. That's where the shift override button saves the day. It's usually a small slot near the gear shift. Press it with a key or pointed object, and you can move the lever to neutral without starting the engine. This lets you push the car to a safe spot or hook it up for towing without damaging the transmission. Many drivers don't know this feature exists until they're stuck in a parking lot. This small bit of knowledge can save you from embarrassment or even a fine for blocking traffic. 4. Raise the front of a child's car seat with a pool noodle. Kids often get carsick in forward-facing car seats because their limited view causes a mismatch between their eyes and inner ears. A cheap, effective fix is using a pool noodle or foam pipe insulation. Cut a short piece and place it under the front of the seat to slightly tilt it upward, letting the child see out the windshield. When their eyes track the scenery, their brain syncs with the inner ear, significantly reducing dizziness and nausea. Parents swear by this near-zero-cost trick for its clear results. Family trips become smoother and happier, with fewer stops for a carsick kid. 3. Escape mud or snow with floor mats. Anyone driving in rain or winter has been stuck in the muck. Wheels spinning, mud or snow flying, but the car won't budge. In deep snow, it's even riskier, cold and vulnerable to being hit. The rescue tool isn't a winch or tire chains, but sometimes just the floor mat under your feet. Pull the mat out, place it right against the drive wheels, and wedge it under the spinning tire. When you press the gas, the mat surface adds traction, helping the tire grip and move forward. The goal is to create instant grip, exactly what's missing in mud or snow. This is an emergency fix. After escaping, clean or replace the mat to avoid tracking dirt into the cabin. A $20 rubber mat can save you from $100+ a tow and keep you safe on a risky road. 2. Start cold engines the right way. Many people hop in the car and start it immediately, especially on cold winter mornings. But a cold engine is like a body just waking up. It needs a moment to warm up before heavy work. When oil is thick and hasn't circulated, metal parts grind harder than usual. Flooring the gas right away causes far more wear. Engineers advise, after starting, wait 30 seconds to 1 minute for oil to reach critical areas. No need to idle too long. Just enough for oil to spread, then drive gently. Once the coolant temperature stabilizes, the car's ready for harder acceleration. Those few seconds of patience each morning can add tens of thousands of miles to your engine's life. 1. Don't let your car run on empty. Some think running the fuel tank to the red line is a test of endurance, squeezing out extra miles. But this habit silently kills your fuel pump and system. The pump, submerged in the tank, uses surrounding fuel to cool itself. When the tank's low, it runs hotter, shortening its life. Plus, sediment and debris at the tank's bottom get sucked up, clogging filters, wearing injectors, or even stalling the engine on the road. Replacing a fuel pump costs $400 to $800, yet filling up early avoids it all. Pro drivers follow a golden rule. Keep the tank above a quarter full, especially in winter or before long trips. It protects your engine and keeps you from being stranded on a lonely road. A durable car doesn't just come from major maintenance, it's built on daily habits. Using floor mats to escape mud or snow, waiting 30 seconds on a cold start for oil to lubricate, and refueling at a quarter tank instead of running dry. These simple tricks prevent breakdowns, reduce engine wear, and save thousands on fuel pump repairs. Apply them now, and your car will run stronger, your drives will be safer, and your wallet will thank you.